Alrighty, so the first thing that you want to do is once you enable your AI, voice AI, you want to click on Open AI Cockpit. What's going to happen? It's basically going to show you this page. It actually gives you the steps that you need to do. So the first thing is obviously you want to enable API access. So you click on this, and it gives you the API key. And then once you scroll down, you want to make sure that you load the Cliniko information that you have in here. That will bring your locations if you have multiple locations, your type of treatments, and also practitioners that you got. You can basically toggle this on and off to say, hey, these are the only locations that I want the AI to know about. These are the only treatments that I want the AI to book or not book. Similarly, with the practitioner, when you change any of these, you see there's a save button in here. You want to make sure that you save that as well. Now, if in your clinical you add new treatments or providers or locations and you want it to be updated here instantly, you probably want to come back in here and click on refresh from clinical. It will force fetch them again. All right. Now you will be also getting a snapshot for this voice AI agent. So basically, all you need to do, you got to go download that snapshot from the website. We do have the snapshot, install your AI agent prompt. Just basically download that here. You can also grab it from the documentation in here as well. Once you download that, you should have it inside your AI agent. It should name something like this. The name should be Cliniko AI Alex V1. So when you click on AI agent at the top, make sure that you click on voice AI and then agent list and then click on this. The prompt is already there. You don't need to change anything. Within a sec, I'll show you what else you can do. So all the actions are in here, and unfortunately, GHL forces you to test all these actions again every time that you install the snapshot. So we got to go through them one by one, okay? So if you click on Get Clinic Info, so this is the first one. All you need to change is adding your API key, which you can grab it from here. Just click on copy, and you just go back in here and you paste it there. Once you paste it there, you click on test webhook and you just wait for the response to come back. If this one is not checked, just click on it to make it check. So it basically grabs every single one of these. You hit save. So the first one is done. Second one is check availability. Same thing, update the API key. Now we need to update these ones as well. So staff member name, you got to grab that from your Cliniko. So you go to your Cliniko, you go to settings, and you can click on users and practitioner. It's basically exactly the first name and last name of the staff in here. So you grab that, in this case, John first, we put it there. Now clinic location name. So you want to make sure that you go again to settings, and then you get to business information, and you click on edit information, and the name of the business would be this one, okay? Which you will also see it if you have trained your account, you will also see it in here as well, okay? So it will show up in training data as well. But anyway, you want to make sure that it's in here. And while we're here, I just want to make sure that you know this, you know that this business needs to be available for online booking, similarly to the treatment that we later going to do for the voice AI. So every single thing that you want a voice AI to use, it needs to be available for online booking. So I'm just going to update this one as well. Don't worry about it. These are just tests to tell the AI what is going to look like and what it's actually doing. Treatment name, similarly, you can either just copy it from here. These are the treatment name, or you can always get it from your appointment types in here as well. Now, the time is a little bit important. So the time needs to be in UTC format. So depending on how you what is your time zone? What I would usually recommend is you open up ChatGPT and basically, for example, let's say you want to do it for 29th of June at 10 a.m. Your time zone, this is what you basically put in inside ChatGPT. So for example, in my case, let's say I want 29th of June, 9 a.m. Uh, Australian Eastern Standard Time in UTC. Do that, and it will give you the string, which is this one, UTC format. So just basically copy that and you just paste it in here. Okay. So it will be similar like that. And then your time zone, you can grab this from GHL as well, but if you're in Australia, Sydney, it would be like that. UK or Canada or Europe, you grab it. It should be similar to this. I'll show you where you can grab it from GHL as well. But once that's done, test webhook, initialize action, and you should get the greens coming in here. So now you see there is one missing. So you want to make sure that you check that like that. So everything is included. You hit save, book appointment. Similarly, update that. Now there's a couple of things in here for book appointment that's a little bit different. So these are, you can put whatever you want. Time zone, yep, we did this as well. Now you wanna grab the practitioner ID. Now where you find this is within your Cliniko. So if you go to Cliniko and if you go to settings, users and practitioner, let's say you want to use this practitioner. When you click on it, if I can expand my screen, let me see. If I bring this guy up and make this a little bit bigger, hopefully you can see it now. So you see there's a number in here inside the URL bar. That number is the practitioner ID that we want to use. So if you go back to the workflow, you just paste it in there. Appointment type ID, very similar. So you got to go back to here, settings, you go to appointment types. Let's say we want to do a standard appointments, click on it. And again, inside the URL, you have a number. That's the number that you want to grab. And you put it in here. Duration. Again, this is a 45-minute or 30-minute, depending on which one you want to choose. So the durations are here. You just need to put that number in here. Now, business ID, that would be your business name. So if you go to settings again, business information, edit information, at the top, you'll see a number. That's the number that you want to use. Okay, copy and paste it in here. And that's all. So this is going to book an appointment on the 12th. Not sure what this will translate to in Australian Sydney time, but for this Amanda Jeans. So let's go ahead, test webhook, initialize action, and it got booked. And we can check it. So if we go back to patient, there should be an Amanda Jeans in here. There we go. And if you click on appointments, so that's the upcoming one, I think, that we just booked. I don't remember, it was, I think, the 12th. Yeah. Let's go back. So we did the booking. Oh, sorry, save. So the booking is done. We don't want to cancel. Let's just first do a reschedule, because if you cancel, it's just basically we're gonna book another appointment to just to be able to cancel it. So let's first do the reschedule. Same thing. Now, the thing is, this time we want to know what appointment we are rescheduling. So we got to go back to here. Let's say we want to reschedule this one that we just booked. So I'm going to click on that. Let's get rid of this guy. And again, at the top, you will see the number. So I'm going to copy that, go back, paste it here, and just put a time in there. It doesn't matter. Practitioner ID, again, you can grab it from the settings, users and practitioner, this one, and then at the top in here, we already have that, so I'm not gonna change that. So let's go back. Business ID, same as what we did before. New appointment type ID, similarly same as what we did for the booking. Duration, clinic time zone, and the phone number. So let's test that. Let's initialize. And that should go through. There we go. Now let's hit save. So basically that should have been rescheduled. So if we go back, if we go to patient, no genes, appointments. So as you can see, it got rescheduled to that time, 7 p.m. on the 3rd. Now let's go ahead and cancel this one as well. So let's go to here. Let's go cancel appointment. And again, we need the appointment ID. So let's come in here. Let's click on this. So this is 47. Let's copy that. Let's go back. By the way, this is just like the first time that you need to do this. After that, all of them will be handled by the voice AI. So let's click on test, visualize action, and there we go. Save. Let's go back. Let's go to patients. As you can see, now it doesn't have any appointment. Let's click on that. Let's click on appointments, and that one got canceled as well. Okay. Now the last one that we want to check is the get patient appointments. So let's click on this. This works with the name and phone number. So we're not going to change this as long as that patient exists, which here it does. We just need to initialize that. Most likely it's not going to return anything because this is in the past. Well, let's just make sure. So let's click on this, initialize action. There we go. So it's success, but it's an empty success. Let's save that. Now we've gone through this, update all of them, and we saved them. So now the voice AI we are ready to play with the voice AI. Now, before doing that, couple of things in here. So these blue stuff are custom values that you can update inside your custom values. And obviously you can change these info as well, but the rest you want to keep it as it is because that's how we passing the information into the custom actions. So if you want to change the custom value for clinic name, agent name, which is your receptionist name, inside the custom values. And if I go back, let's actually save this guy. Uh, let's go back. So custom values, you can update them from here. So the custom values should be able to update them from here. Okay. Now, the other thing is if we go back, and the other thing that you can update is, well, actually you need to update, you need to know is the uh your time zone. So the easiest way to grab the time zone is basically go to your business profile. And what we are looking for is just the name in here. So you see in this case, it says America slash Los Angeles. You want that to be exactly like that. So when you change this, like for example, to Australia, Sydney, it will basically be just looking at that name in there. Okay. That's what you want to pass inside the time zone. And within that setting that we talked about. Now, this is the voice AI. We also have the chat version of it as well, which comes as a simple workflow. Within the same snapshots, you will have the workflow as well. That you just basically you need to update a couple of things. I'm going to put that inside a different video, but with this, you will have both 24/7 booking, rescheduling, and cancellation, both via chat, live chat, SMS, text, Facebook, Instagram, DM, WhatsApp, and also your phone. And that's about it. Let me know if you have any question. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.